Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Talk back into the video day, and today's Sacramento Kings have absolutely got themselves a steal. The Sacramento Kings have traded for Jake LaRavia from the Memphis Grizzlies, 6'8" power forward who can shoot the lights out of the three ball, shooting 44% from three this season. Jake LaRavia averaging 7 points per game and 4 rebounds per game, 3 assists per game, 1 steal per game, and a half a block per game. And Memphis gave this guy up. I don't understand it, to be honest. I know they wanted to get rid of Smart's contract, and that was a big thing, and that's why this 6-player, 3-team trade happened that also involved, I believe it was 4 draft picks that were also in this trade. Smart, Alex Lynn, and Kobe Jones go to the Wizards. Johnny Davis and Marvin Bagley, 2 busts, head to Memphis. And then Jake LaRavia, Memphis Grizzlies player, heads to Sacramento. Here's the thing I don't understand. Why include Jake LaRavia in this deal? He's an expiring contract. I can understand that. That's maybe one of the reasons why Memphis felt like it was okay to move him. Let's talk about how the Memphis Grizzlies have been one of the best three-point shooting teams in basketball this season, and the Grizzlies have had their best three-point shooting season in like a decade plus, and have shot the best from three in Taylor Jenkins' time as a Memphis Grizzlies head coach. And they just got rid of the guy who has shot some of the best from three this season, shooting 2 threes a game, shooting 44% from three. He's been a bright spot. Sure, they have other bright spots. Other guys that are shooting excellent from three. Bane's been great. Jaren Jackson's been great with knocking down threes this year. Wells has been really good. Luke Kennard is such a stud. There's so many great shooters on this team, so I'm not going to say that, okay, they're a bad three-point shooting team now. Obviously not, because they're still going to be a really good three-point shooting team, but their shooting will hurt from this trade. Johnny Davis, you think he's going to come in and shoot good from three? He's shot 27% in his three-point shooting career, and he's not going to even play at all, so don't worry about Johnny Davis. Marvin Bagley, he might help out in some ways. He's a good rebounder. He's a solid shot blocker, okay scorer, but he's never really been a good three-point shooter. He's shooting under 30% from three in his career. So, yeah, just to me, I don't think that – I think they got worse from three. And that's something you don't want to see for a team that has been so good at three from three this season. Like even Smart shot 32%. I know 32% isn't amazing, but 32% to me is amazing when you compare it to Johnny Davis and Marvin Bagley, the third shooting percentages when it comes to the 3-point ball. But yeah, for Sacramento, I love this deal. This makes Domantas Sabonis an even scarier basketball player. He already had Keegan Murray, who's a great sharpshooter. Then when they trade De'Aaron Fox, they go ahead and get him Zach LaVine, who's shooting 45% from three this season. And now they get him Jake LaRavia, who is shooting 44% from three this season. I mean, not to mention, also on the bench, who I don't know if he'll really get a lot of minutes now that Jake LaRavia is a king, but you also got another sharpshooter who I've always loved to see shoot the three ball is Doug McDermott. I mean, to have Jake LaRavia, Doug McDermott, Keegan Murray, and Zach LaVine as some of the best shooters on your team for such a great facilitating big man like Sabonis is, that's great. And then you have other guys on the team that are good shooters, like Trey Lyles is another guy who can knock down the three and has been good this season from shooting three. Malik Monk has shot a little bit off this year, but he has been very capable in his career to be a really good three-point shooter. His shooting percentages have been down this year, I do know that, but in his career, he has played some really good basketball and shot some really good. Well, he's still playing good basketball. Monk has played great basketball this season. His 3-point percentage has just been down this season, but that has not always been the case in his career. Monk has had some in his career in years prior. Last year before that, has had some really good 3-point shooting numbers. So maybe now that he has a bigger role with this Kings team now, that Fox is gone, maybe Malik Monk becomes that elite 3-point shooter again that he once was for the Sacramento Kings team. And I mean, DeMar DeRozan, he might not be a 3-point shooter, but Sabonis, he has so many amazing 3-point shooters around him, like Monk and Murray in the starting lineup, and Levine as well, and then off the bench, McDermott and LaRavia and Trey Lyles. And so you have all those great shooters. I just named 6 great three-point shooters that are on Domantas Sabonis' team, who's a great facilitator. And then arguably you got the guy who is arguably one of the best players in NBA history when it comes to being automatic on mid-range jump shots. That's DeMar DeRozan. I think when it comes to mid-range jump shots, I'm thinking about some of the guys who are so good at, mid-range shots like MJ and LeBron and Kobe. But DeMar DeRozan is one of the best to do it. I think he's in the top 5, top 10 conversation when it comes to making the mid-range jumper. Not calling him a top 5, top 10 NBA player. I don't think anyone's going to call him that. But when it just comes to the making mid-range shots, that has been his bread and butter in his career. So Sabonis, who's such a great facilitator as a center, has 6 great three-point shooters and arguably one of the best players to ever shoot the mid-range shot and one of the best players that is in the league right now at making the mid-range shot. Let me know your thoughts on this trade for the Sacramento Kings in the comment section, and peace out.